My ex-boyfriend has restraining order, and he's not supposed to be here around me with this house. And I just found his jacket here, his jeans, and his keys here.
Okay.
In my closet, hiding.
Okay.
And I believe he's in the house hiding somewhere.
My son! Mariana! The girls! The girls!
What girls?
He shot my family!
What do you mean he shot your family? Stay right here.
We always called you guys about him, always coming here, doing this and that. You guys don't arrest him.
So what's he look like?
Joseph Castorena.
This is 24 years old Jessica Serrano, a mother, a daughter. She walked into her family house to meet the ex-boyfriend who she had already filed the police reports for. She got the restraining order. She made sure her children were safe. She even called 911 that night, not because she saw him, but because something in her gut told her he was already inside. What happened next inside that house in Aurora, Colorado, would leave 4 people dead, 2 little girls hiding in the dark, and 1 woman running barefoot into the street, screaming for a passing car to stop. This is what happens when a woman spends 2 years telling the system she is afraid, and the system keeps sending him home. Joseph Castorena was 22 years old. He was Jessica Serrano's ex, the father of her children. And for 2 years, he had made it his mission to make sure she could never truly leave him. Fake accounts, surveillance, showing up where he wasn't supposed to be, pulling a gun on her just 1 week before this night. They filed the paperwork. They made the calls, and he still got in. What Jessica walked back into that house to find, what those responding officers walked into, is the kind of thing that changes a person permanently. The kind of thing that makes you ask how we got here, how this was allowed to escalate this far.
My ex-boyfriend has restraining order, and he's not supposed to be here around me with this house. And I just found his jacket here, his jeans, and his keys here.
Okay.
In my closet, hiding.
Okay.
And I believe he's in the house hiding somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Is there anybody that saw him in the house at all?
No, but his stuff is here.
Did you look around? Did you see him at all or anything?
No. We believe he's hiding somewhere.
How many people are in the house with you right now that you know of?
4.
Okay.
And so did a check, so she wouldn't do that now.
All right.
The night of October 29th, Jessica didn't call 911 because she saw him. She called because his jacket, his jeans, and his keys were inside her house. The dispatcher stayed on the line, running through standard questions, and then, mid-conversation, the call changed completely. Shots were fired inside the house, and Jessica had no idea where her family was.
Anyone there experiencing any flu symptoms with an aspect of self-quarantine?
No, ma'am.
Alrighty, I do have that in here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put them out there. If you do end up seeing him on camera or anything else, just give us a call back, but I have it in, okay? What's going on, Jessica?
Oh my God! There's shots fired at my house!
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know, I came lost myself in the restroom.
Okay.
Help now!
Stay on the phone with me.
Help now!
Stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone, okay? Don't hang up. Do you know who shot at the house?
No, we don't have to downstairs.
Okay. Okay. How many shots did you hear?
4.
Okay. Was that another one?
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay, stay on the phone. Stay away from the doors and the windows, okay? Okay, where is everybody else?
I don't know.
Okay, Jessica, take a deep breath. I have this in, okay? We're getting them out there. Just stay on the phone with me. Okay. that in the background? Is there anybody with you?
I don't know. No one's with me right now.
Do you know who's that yelling in the background? Okay.
Jessica's sister, Maria Anna, and her husband are downstairs while their daughters were somewhere in the house. Jessica could hear her father yelling as well, but she can't do anything at this point except hide.
I need you to get down on the ground, okay? Get on your stomach for me.
Okay. I need you to say it a little bit louder if you can. Ma'am, can you say your address a little bit louder?
She couldn't utter a word, any, because her ex-boyfriend was close to her hiding spot and literally caught her. He tried severally, and this happened.
Ma'am?
Why did you do this to me, Jessica? I have no good.
No, Joseph, please! No!
What do you want to do? What do you want me to do? I can't, Jessica. What are you doing?
No!
Then come out and talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Now!
Go down! Go down! No! No! Stop it, please! No! No! Stop it! Stop it! Please!
No, you just
No! Stop it! No!
Okay, come back here. All right, I'm in contact with female. What's wrong?
He shot my family!
What do you mean he shot your family? Stay right here. All right, she's telling me he's just shot her family. Stay right there.
He's running! He's running!
She's saying he's running northbound. I'm trying to get more information. Check the street.
The moment she stepped back through that door with officers, everything she feared was already on the floor in front of her. Her sister, her father, her brother-in-law. Jessica broke. The kind of breaking that comes from somewhere so deep, words stopped working. And then, through the shock, through the screaming, she remembered something. The girls, her sister's daughters, were still somewhere inside that house.
I'm trying to get one. What's he look like?
Joseph Castorena!
What's he wearing?
He's wearing a gray sweater. I don't know. He wanted to kill me too, but he didn't have no more bullets.
Okay, you gotta come back.
My dad! Mariana! The girls!
What girls?
They're in the room! I don't know!
Okay, stay here. I need you to stay here.
The girls!
Why don't you stay here?
I'm sorry, I just can't believe it! My dad, my sister!
I know. I need you to relax for me, okay?
I was telling them to hurry up.
I know.
I was telling her to hurry up.
I know.
1 week before that night, Joseph had pulled a gun on Jessica and held her inside his car against her will. Her father filed a report. Her sister filed a report. Jessica filed a report. A restraining order was granted, and still, here they were. The family had been calling, warning, pleading. The system had been listening, You just hadn't been acting.
We always called you guys about him, always coming here, doing this and that. You guys don't arrest him. The dad and the mom always spells him out. It's always the same. The same. I just couldn't leave it. I told you guys, hurry up.
I know.
You guys wouldn't listen to me. You guys wouldn't listen.
All right, she's telling me he's just shot her family. Stay right there. Thank you. Where's he at? Over where? Where?
He's running.
5, we need multiple ambulances, please. Hey, gloves and let's go.
All right, give me some light. Give me some light. Sir, can you hear me? We got one hit. Give me some light over here. He's also got a wound to the chest. I don't see where he's hitting the head.
On the street, possibly. You can see it right there. Possible entrance. And it looks like it might have gone out through.
He's actively bleeding through his chest by his right pectoral.
I've got one down, gunshot wound in the kitchen.
While the chaos was ongoing, one of the neighbor was awakened by the gunshots, so she was interviewed.
It was probably around 2 o'clock after first I heard like a ting on the window, then I heard this gunshots, then I saw this girl screaming. She ran shoom like that and then screaming and hollering, and then seconds later a guy in a white shirt and looked like black pants ran right after her, and she was screaming and screaming, and then all of a sudden he took off that way and she came screaming back to the house.
So he'd run in the street north?
He didn't run in the street. He went back that way in between the houses.
Did you see anybody carrying anything or anything like that?
No, they were running fast.
Okay.
He was running fast because as soon as the gunshots, she was probably 20 seconds
after that
just screaming down. They were going fast. I mean, they were like lightning fast. They were that fast. So what got me was the gunshots.
Yeah.
How many do you think you heard?
For sure 3. For sure 3. Possible 4, but for sure 3. She was just screaming out of her lungs, like horrified, just tragic, horrified. She was just screaming. And then he started, calling her as he was running after her, so I don't know, he must have been the shooter.
She was then taken in for questioning to further understand what was going on.
I know that you and your dad, I believe, were at a party earlier in the night, is that right? Do you remember that? Yeah. So when you got home, can you tell me, do you remember when you went down to your room, did you notice some things out of place? Mm-hmm. Talk to me about that.
I went to my closet and I was going to change into pajamas. And while I was going through my stuff, I have a TV in my closet, and in between the TV, his jacket was there.
Do you remember what the jacket looked like?
Orange.
Did you notice anything else? Mm-hmm. What else?
That was weird because it wasn't there before. So I just started looking around. And in my closet, to the left side, there's a hole. Mm-hmm. And inside, there was his parents.
And were they not there before?
No.
Remember how you knew he was outside the bathroom door? Was he talking to you?
He was trying to open the window, the restroom window.
Okay.
Because I looked up and I saw a shadow.
And I looked up and I saw him, and then that's when he shot to the wall.
Do you remember what he was saying to you?
He was, because at first my sister was she was banging on the door first.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to get in and I was holding the door back, but with my back, so I was like this. And then I didn't open the door. And I guess she ran back, and that's when Joseph got her. That's when Joseph started kicking or punching the door. And he got in, and then he put the gun on right here. And they clicked and they didn't do anything. I remember pushing him, and he fell in there. Now, I don't know if he hit his head or not, but I got up as fast as I can because I a little bit fell in there with him. And I got up, and then that's when I got up to the restroom and I saw my sister on the floor with her blanket over her and her hair. And then I saw the blood coming out. And then I went to the kitchen, and that's when I saw my dad on the floor too, with the big hole in his head. I got out the front door and I started screaming for help. And I was looking back just to see if he was chasing after me. And I started running. And that's when I saw him at the door with the gun in his hand. I started running down the street, and then I passed like 3-4 houses down our house.
Yeah.
And that's when I jumped over the fence. And he was chasing after me, and he jumped over the fence. And then he started hugging me, and I started pushing him. And I asked him why he did it. And he said he should have never gotten my pants out of your closet.
He said you should have never gotten his pants out of the closet.
I was like, oh, he was downstairs hiding somewhere. Oh my gosh. And then from there, I jumped over the fence again, and he jumped over the fence, and then he grabbed my hand, and he was like, come with me. I'm like, oh. And then that's when I heard the siren, and I started running back home, and he started running the other way.
She explained everything in detail to the detectives, and with this understanding, the police, who were still on scene, tried to reach out to Joseph to bring him in.
We got consent?
Is there anybody else in there?
They're saying no.
And who is they?
The family.
And what's his connection to them?
Their mom and sister, and I think 2 sisters, and then a nephew.
Joseph! Come out! With your hands up and empty. This is your own police department. Come out now. This is your final warning, Joseph. You're under arrest. With your hands up and empty. Please don't make us use force. A dog will find you and he will bite you.
The police tried, but could not find Joseph, so they turned to his brothers for question on his whereabouts.
In the days before this all happened, had he been complaining about Jessica? Had he talked to you all about what was going on?
No, not really. I was really working and going to school, so I wasn't really paying attention to him.
In the weeks leading up to it, had he complained about her having a pretty volatile relationship, right? Can you tell me about that?
I don't know if it was a week or not before that, but they did have a little altercation at the house. I wasn't there. I got told when I came back home from work or school. I don't know which day it was exactly. But I don't know. I guess.
Who told you?
I think that's when that protection order got.
You go to bed, and how does Joseph wake you up?
He comes up to me. I'm not asleep on my phone, but I'm laying down and I have the lights off. He comes and he's like really panicked, and he says if I can take him somewhere. But he's all in a rush. So I grab my shoes and my keys. So I start driving, and then we hit Peoria. And then on Peoria, I'm asking him where am I going to take him. He says, just keep driving. And then at that point, I am pressing. I'm telling him, like, what did you do? Why are you freaking out? And he keeps on repeating the same things over and over, that he f***ed up, that he didn't know what he did, And he was repeating and grabbing his head like he was like stressed or anxious. I don't know. He did say that he had shot. I don't remember who he said he had shot, but he had shot. I think he said Mariana. I think that was the name he had said. And I didn't know if they were dead or not. And that's when I dropped him off there. And he comes around. He's still in the back seat. He comes around to the driver's side door and opens the door, and he gives me a hug and says, "This might be the last time you see me." He tells me that he doesn't want to kill himself, but that he is, and that this might be the last time I see him, and that to tell his son that he loves him and to take care of them, and to tell my family, of course, that he loves them. And then that happened, and then I just drove off, and I had left him there at that street.
Just like you heard, Joseph went to his brother, who took him in his car to a certain place. His brother noticed that Joseph was panicking, so he questioned him, which led to Joseph revealing what he did to his brother, who then took him to their cousin place. Now, he acted as if he knew his fate. Giving his brother a hug was a confirmation that he knew what was about to befall him.
I texted Carlos that if you see him, call 911. Like if you see him around your house, call him, call the police. And that's when I had found out what he actually did too. Because I remember I texted him, I was like, dude, he killed like 4 people. I was like, if you see him, call the cops. That's where I remember texting him.
You see the news that he killed the 4 people. Why didn't you call us? Tell us what happened.
I don't know, I guess I couldn't.
Your brother commits a crime.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a brother. Your brother commits a really violent crime.
Yeah.
You call someone that you haven't talked to in a long time for no reason and say, if you see my brother, have him turn himself in. Then, again for no reason, you drive all the way across town. When you have family in other places that you could drive to, you drive all the way across town to a person that you supposedly barely know and don't get along with very well, and you go to his house when it's likely that that brother's in his car. And I guess my question to you is, when we start putting all this together, do you want to be smug and say, I don't know anything, or just tell us what you really do know? And right now, I think you're leaving some stuff out.
Really, right? Listen, you've been interrupting us the entire time.
Okay.
We just told you what we know, and we probably know more, right? He killed 4 people. This isn't a game.
It's not a game.
It's not.
The tone in the room this time around isn't light or smooth. But why do I feel this particular family member had something to do with Joseph's disappearance? Well, let's watch.
So we know that you had contact with him. Stop sitting here and BSing us and telling us that you don't know anything.
What happened was, I get a phone call saying my brother committed a crime. He killed his suegro, which is his father-in-law. I was like, oh, okay. They were like, he was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either. Like, just don't come over here. And then I hang up. Thing is, they come back. They like couple minutes later, which is like 4 something. They show up to my house. He showed up to my house. I think he was in the car. You know, that's my assumption. Joseph was in the car. Mocho is like, Junior gets down, says, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. You know, okay, what should you do? Like, what should you be able to do? I was like, okay, you figure it out. It's your brother, not my problem. I don't want to get in it.
Sorry, but let me fast forward a bit. When Detective checked Juan's phone records, calls to his relatives in Mexico was much. The detectives placed both Carlos and Juan under arrest. Carlos admits to dropping Joseph off near a school in Denver with a blanket and a bag full of cash. He says Joseph disappeared into the night and he hasn't seen him since. There, the trail goes cold. But finally, on December 10th, Joseph was spotted.
A man wanted for more than a month now for killing a family and a neighbor in Aurora is in custody.
I'd like to hear, your side of the story. We've talked to quite a few of your family members.
Yeah, man. So, from what I see in the news, it's totally different. So, my side.
Right.
How things happen.
Right. Okay. And you don't want to.
No.
It's my understanding you already have been.
Have been what?
Talking about what's going on.
Somewhat.
You just don't want to tell us, or what?
Well, Honestly, I just feel more comfortable concerning, to be honest. It's just the way I'm feeling.
I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of your one and only opportunity here to kind of give us your side of it. So,
yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with just comfortable with an attorney. I haven't been myself lately.
Sounds like you made some self-defense kind of claims, and I mean, that could. Again, we don't know what happened, right? I guess we were told that you were talking to the Mexican authorities.
Not really. Not really, no. They're a little more brutal, so.
Well, you're shaking like a leaf here.
Yeah.
You know nobody's going to beat the shit out of you in Phoenix, Arizona, so I don't know.
What?
I said nobody's going to beat you up.
However, Joseph won't talk, as is his legal right. His bond hearing reflects his attempt to escape the law.
A bond of $75 million, cash only, for Joseph Castorena.
His case goes to trial in May 2024, and a jury finds him guilty of 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. In September, he receives 4 life sentences. The judge had harsh words for the killer, calling him an insignificant little man with a big gun. This insignificance of yours will dissipate in time into ether, where you will become forgotten. Joseph will spend the rest of his life behind bars. He has not given a reason for what he did, but prosecutors suspect the restraining order enraged him. He wanted Jessica at all costs, and if he couldn't have her, no one could. Her family just got in the way. Jessica, the target of his controlling rage, has finally escaped his abuse, but her family paid a terrible price.
Joseph Castorena didn't become a killer overnight. He became one slowly, in patterns most people recognize too late. The fake accounts monitoring her every move, the escalating fights, the custody battle used as leverage, a gun pulled 1 week before 4 people died. These are not isolated incidents. This is a blueprint. Coercive control dressed up as love, until love becomes a weapon. Jessica saw it. Her family saw it. They reported it repeatedly. If you or someone you know is experiencing abuse, the U.S. National Domestic Violence Hotline is available. Please use the resources on your screen. The patterns are not new. The warning signs never are. They are just consistently ignored until they can't be anymore. If this story moved you, if it taught you something, if it made you see a situation in your life differently, drop a comment below. Tell me what stood out to you. If you're new here, like, share, and subscribe to this channel, as every case we cover has a lesson buried inside it. And some lessons are worth your full attention. Thank you for stopping by. This is brought to you by True Crime Verdict.